Hello and welcome back. Today we're going to use what we learned yesterday about percent of a number and learn about how to use that when we learn about taxes, tips, and markups. Okay, so our objective is all be to calculate quantities that are increased by a certain percent. Alright, so there are many times in the world when quantities are increased by a certain percentage of the original amount, such as when you pay a tax on items or tip at a restaurant. Okay, so here's an example. Miss Sandwich went out to dinner with her brother, and the bill was $35.74. They left a 20% tip. What was the total cost of their dinner? Alright, so we have 3 steps. So step 1 is to change the percent into a decimal. So change the percent into a decimal. We talked about this before, but here once again, here's the percent, so 20%. And to be able to get it to the decimal, we're going to move that decimal point over 2 places, which is the same thing as dividing it by 100. So we're going to move it over 2 places. So if you need to remember to write that down, move decimal 2 places to the left, which is the same thing as dividing by 100. Okay, that's our shortcut for dividing by 100. Step 2, add 1 to that decimal. So add 1, so 1.20. Okay, so before we do that, 1 plus 0.20 is equal to 1.20. 1.20. Okay, and that represents 100% in the original amount. And the reason why we're doing that is when we're adding a percent to the original amount, we need to have 100%. We need to have more than 100% of the original amount. So for example, if we just multiply 3574 by 20%, that would give us how much just the tip cost. But since we want to know the total bill, the cost of the bill and the tip, that's why we're adding 1.2 or 1 to that 20%. Okay, and now the last thing that we're going to do is multiply this amount by the original amount. So 1.20 times $35.74. And when you multiply that together, you get $42.888. And since we don't have coins that go out to the thousands place, we're just going to round to the nearest hundredth, like we would do cents. So $42.89. Okay, so that's how I would know how much my total bill would be. So if you're playing with a credit card, you need to know how much the total bill is going to be. You don't need to know just the amount for the tip. If you wanted to know just the amount for the tip, how much is 20% of $35.74? That's what we would do, what we learned about yesterday. Okay, so I know that this was just a short video, so be ready to do some more examples the rest of this week. And remember to ask 2 questions about this video. Thank you for actively listening for this short amount of time, and I hope you have a good rest of your night. Bye-bye.